Stephen is the founder, CEO, and Chief Software Architect of ISA-based RETINA-AI, a company that actually uses artificial intelligence to improve healthcare. Now, he's a retina specialist, mathematician, computer scientist, a full-stack AI engineering, and has programming experience with mobile applications, network communication, server-side development and management, and training of machine learning algorithms.
Capacity building. So they look and observe, and other countries had been to the moon, right? 50 years ago or more. And so that part did not need to be repeated exactly. Technology was available. It had been done.
It's to promote deep thinking among our faculty members. Deep thinking.
So, machine learning is just growing, and as capacity is being built for family knowledge, from the university perspective, machine learning is useful for all disciplines.
Commercialization matters, right? Because commercialization is not about making money for yourself. That's not what it's about, right? Commercialization, what that does is the following thing. It is a metric for how valuable your product is. Because people have, most people, everybody I know, only has a certain amount of money.
Now, come to Nigeria, and there are less than 20 retina specialists serving a population of 200 million people and counting. This problem is massive. There's no way forward except for artificial intelligence and technology, which is scalable and get the solutions out to people. Nigeria is primed to be an early adopter of technology, but also primed for a leapfrog. When you look at the excitement, the passion, the talent.
Intelligence. So we expose them to industry to the extent that the skills that they have can be used to better or address one or two specific industry problems.
You cannot beat it. This is a set timer, and we are happy that you're here.
Thank you very much, Dr. Odaibo. We are, been richly educated.
So we're very interested in investing in tech startups and tech minds. So if you have an idea, you want to run a business, I know it's an academic forum and people are talking about research, but to take our country forward, we need to build jobs and we need to build businesses. So if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur or starting your own business, then please feel free to connect with me. Oh, just going to use that.
Today we kick off raising the game on AI practice in Nigeria. The intention is to take AI beyond just meetups to how we apply AI substantially in driving transformational innovation. First, we started with the academic community because we realized that we're looking for transformational AI that will make us to leapfrog as a nation. We need to find that point of convergence between academic research and industry use cases. Because when AI is properly used and applied, it can solve a lot of local problems. With AI Plus Researchers Forum, where we brought together academic researchers, expose them to how AI can be used, ML, DL algorithms, and how it can accelerate their research work and help deepen the quality of their innovation outcome. And in the afternoon, we also went to International School, University of Lagos, where we kicked off what we call AI Plus Clubs, because we realized that if we're looking for AI at an high impact, quantum impact level, we must build students at early stage. And that's why, because we've created a program and a book, a free book for grade 5 to 9. And those who have left secondary school while they are waiting for university, they can also take up this responsibility of learning Python, intro machine learning, because that is the only way we can have what we call pervasive application of AI and build very solid industry application. So this evening, this evening is actually meant to engage professionals, to let professionals understand different use cases, scenarios, of course, as a platform to also fraternize as industry practitioners, so that you can know latest tools, application, exchange notes with other people, upskill learning, share best practices, and of course, bring experts from different parts of the world.
App. What about this app? Can you tell us about it?
Certainly. It's Fluid Intelligence. It's our first product, and what it does is it diagnoses a number of conditions in the retina, in particular macular edema and subretinal fluid. What's important about those two things is that they underlie easily over 90% of retinal pathology. If it's macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, diabetes is a big problem in Nigeria and in a lot of the world. And so currently there's a problem of shortage of retina specialists, healthcare experts, not just in Nigeria, but all around the world. In the US, for example, there are less than 3,000. There are not enough of them. In Nigeria, there are less than 20 for a population of 200 million. So there's no way to even begin to put a dent in the retina care problem without technology, in particular AI. And so we took the first step in that by developing the world's first mobile AI app. That's gone undetected and untreated, and people who are out of commission by their 50s, and we're talking about in the millions. It's costing us, wow, and we need to calculate what it's costing us, because that's what is done in the West. You know, these calculations are real, and these things drive policy as people look at those things. But we cannot afford it in the sense that if we look at what it's costing us, we cannot afford not to do it. That's the one part. You know, somebody said, I saw this on LinkedIn, a CEO said, what if we train these people and they leave? And somebody responded, what if we don't? Or what if we don't train them and they stay? So that's kind of the problem, you know. So you have to do something. It's costing us a lot. But now I don't mean to minimize the question. You're asking a very, very real question, and the hard work is to actually answer that question, which is, yeah. So that's fine. At a higher level, we have to do it. It's compelling, blah blah blah. But then when it comes down to the groundwork, how much? Who's going to pay for it, and how much do people have in their pockets? You know, to pay, then that becomes a lot of hard work of education. And the bottom line is that AI is affordable, essentially affordable and scalable. You know, you can scale this thing, and so it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive when compared to what you're looking at. The $80 per capita per year that Nigeria spends on healthcare, you can squeeze your AI solution right in there, comfortably. That's my conjecture. That was sort of the thrust of my talk this morning at Unilag. And one of the things that we talked about was innovation, right? Innovation is a two-step process. Step one is get to the cutting edge, develop the capacity, the system, and the structure, right? Become empowered to make a difference and to do something. And then step two, once you do that, you are looking at a space of infinite possibilities, right? But not all of these possibilities are equally valuable. Not all of them are equally valuable. So picking the right problem requires knowing what the right problem is and requires knowing multiple spaces. And so if you have the capacity, your goal is always to shorten the time from concept to product. Concept to product. You want to get it as short as possible. The better your system, the better your capacity has been built, the quicker you can turn out stuff. And so basically, when you're multidisciplinary, you see what the problems are, you're able to pick the right problems, You're able to know what the nuances are. You're able to be much smarter about how you move and what you do. And so if somebody wants to work on a, on a transportation app, Uber, they're not Uber. In the age of tech, things can scale very well. But trust me, it's a whole lot better and a whole lot faster when one has disciplinary knowledge of that particular area. The more you have, the more connections you can establish. Wow. Awesome. Thank you very much. Cool.
Believe that if we continue on this trajectory, that in 10 years, Nigeria will be one of the top 10 destinations for AI practical usage in terms of transformation in the world.
Places in Nigeria where this technology and AI and another field nothing make that.
One of the things will be that rather than going outside to pick up experts, we're trying to build up these people in Nigeria here. We're trying to make this an AI-based country where we provide solutions to problems that we have all around the world. So we're going to have a long list of programs. I will only advise, because if I'm to list all the programs we have, it's a very long one. I'm going to advise that you visit www.datasciencenigeria.org.